Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And we have arrived at day 24 of this World Whiskey Advent Calendar for 2018. So there's one sample left, and we're going to find out what it is. But first, I'm going to nose it and taste it and give you thoughts about what it is. And then the embarrassing reveal will show that it's something else entirely. This has been a very educational process for me, going through these world whiskeys blindly and just trying to piece together things that I recognize from other whiskeys that I have tasted and known what they were. So we have shown that I'm pretty good at picking up on the ABV by taste. We've shown that I can totally ignore rye whiskeys by smell or taste. And then I'm not too bad at picking up sherry maturation or finishing in most of these malts. So on to business today is, I don't have to look very far to find the number 24. And break into the little chamber. And pull out the bottle without looking. I thought that would be a problem at first, but I'm pretty well practiced at that. And into the glass. Hide the bottle over there so I can't see it. And smell in the bottle said malt, malt, malt. And that's what I'm getting on the nose here. Not a lot of other characteristics jump out as usual. I can't ever tell the ABV by the nose, but it's malty. Not detecting any peat. Not detecting any sherry or other wine finishes. Those often stand out. Not much in the way of a nose. So we'll just move right on to tasting. Strong ABV. Maybe a little salty and marine, which I've said, 10, 15 different times now without it ever being the case. Well, maybe it was once or twice, but I never really proved it. This is a high ABV. Very good, very malty. There's no peat, there's no sherry, there's no wine finishing that I can tell. Much like the last one, I'm gonna have to water this down just to pick out notes, because I think this is 55% ABV or higher. So we'll go in steps. I'll just put in half a teaspoon and see what changes, if anything becomes more evident. Nose might be a little more Speyside-y, apple-y, pear type notes. A little more buttery note. Still pretty high ABV. Still tastes over 50% to me. So I'm going to go on with more water. And get it down to a point where I can pick out some things. Buttery, more buttery on the nose and the palate. Fruity like Speyside or some of the other Highlands. It's good, high quality. I'm very Scotch-centric, if you haven't noticed. My first guess at everything is some sort of Scotch, and then it turns out to be from 8,000 miles away, because Scotch is most of what I've had. Still a very malty, strong malt aroma. A little buttery, biscuity type thing. Okay, may have just passed the 50% point, down 46, 48, somewhere in there. That is pretty good. A little bit of light fruits, pear, apple, white grapes, kiwi. There's a little bit of a tartness to it. Can't say it's so marine, so salty, so saline. Yeah, I'm not getting more clues on the nose or the taste. This is still a little hot. Might still be 48, 46, like I said, and that might be interfering with things. Malt for sure. No peat, no sherry. Nothing real characteristic. When I come across these, when I'm buying bottles and tasting things, this would fall into a category that I just call malt, 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 malt. And nothing else is coming out. So, time for that reveal. We aren't going to get any farther with that, my palate. Here we go. The Lakes Distillery, Cumbria. Steel Bonnets blended malt whiskey, 46.6% ABV. So I've heard the name, I've heard it mentioned, but I don't really know that much about it. So this will be another research project. Steel, yeah, that's really hefty tasting for 46% ABV. I watered it down quite a bit and it still tastes hot and it still has a big malt punch. So I'll be doing a little research on this one and put what I can find out in the description so you can look it up if you want to. But this is really good. I take it this is somewhere in the UK, but it doesn't I can't tell from the label exactly what it is. So I'm going to say Scotch. I'm going to declare victory and go on to my Christmas time. So if you like what you're seeing in these videos, go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below. Like the video or dislike it if you want. Comment on the content here and leave some trace that you've been here. And subscribe to the channel. And click the bell for notifications when more videos are posted. And that's the end of the whiskey series here for 2018. But on Thursday after Christmas, we'll be starting in with honey video number 1. So Merry Christmas, everybody, and that's all for now.